Hello people, I'm back. So, today I'm explaining the difference between a side puller and a bung puller. So, obviously a bung puller is just an internal bung that slots into the bottom of your number 2 and allows you to pull elastic that way. And a side puller is a little roller, but it has a bead inside your pole. And what that does is when you strip it, I don't know if you can hear this. So every time you've hit into a fish, basically, you can hear that go. Don't know the point of it, but yeah. So anyway, a side puller, right, if I got my number 3 and try to put that, because obviously your number 3 goes into your number 2. So when you're in a match, obviously it's all about speed, and you try and get your number 3 and you're going, it won't go through. But with a side puller on the other hand, obviously that's empty. There's nothing in there. So it's easier to get your number 3 in. Now, when you're putting a bung puller in, I've noticed that people put the puller like there. Then they realise, hold on, I can't get my number 3 in here. So what you have to do a lot of the time is cut it down. Because normally they come and they're about up to there. So you've got to chop it down to make it fit. So as you can see, that goes in there really nicely. So my number 3 goes in. That loop's a bit big. That's 18's, no, not sorry. That's 17's Preston Jura slip attached to a little, whatever these are called now. Can't even call it a Dacron. You basically, all you do is you've got a little knot on your elastic and you'll loop your line over there and then you'll just pull your bead up to that knot, cover your rig and away. Now this one, I've got a standard Dacron on there just because I didn't want to take that risk because I'm still dead wary about using that. But a Dacron, obviously, I know it's not going to come off because of that big knot there. But I'll probably switch it up one day, I don't know. But anyway, that's today's video done. I'm joking. So, the beauty of a side puller is, if you put in the right elastic, this is, not Preston, sorry, Matrix Slick elastic, size 14 to 16. So what I can do with this is, if I wet my fingers and just wet that elastic a bit, what I can do now is pull my bead, just tighten that elastic up. Because if I'm hitting into bigger fish, obviously I don't want my elastic to be really loose. Like, I don't want it to be going back into my pole dead slowly. But if I tighten it up now, watch how quick this will whiz back in. Just make sure you can see that. Shoots back in. Ow. So, I think this is probably the perfect elastic to use. 14s to 16s is probably perfect for this. Because it'll be light enough, because of how soft I've put that in, that'll be light enough to land a silver on. But it can also be tightened to turn heavy enough to land a carp. Now, when you're using a puller kit, there's no right or wrong way of stripping it, but I tend to hold my pole something like that. So along my forearm, and I'll just turn that around so you can see, and trap my elastic in between my first finger and my middle finger, just so that if I'm stripping elastic, I can close my fingers and stop the fish from pulling it back through. So that's really nice. But then on the other hand, with your bung puller, you can go all the way down to your elbow. Let me just angle that so you can see better. All the way down to your elbow, and then you've got to reach down and pull up. Now, I don't really like that because you've got too much tension here. But obviously with a side puller, you can get right next to it and hold it like that. So there isn't any tension all down here, all that slack now. It's just preference, and it's a little bit safer for your roller. I've just had my top kit back today from Trentside Angling. Thank you, Trentside. Done a fantastic job of wrapping that and fitting the puller. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Goodbye, people.